You are way likely to get what you want out of life if you are capable of sitting alone with your thoughts. So many people on the internet, they're telling you how to be more productive, they're selling you like productivity hacks, they're telling you how to make more money, all of these things. But if you can't master your own decision making, your own actions, then how could you be successful? How could you do the things that lead to success if you can't really master yourself, your own thoughts? You can't sit alone with your own thoughts. And like the way to be successful in these things is to do things, right? And in order to do things, you have to not be distracted. And in order to not be distracted, one way you could do this is by learning how to sit around and do nothing. So Jerry Seinfeld has this method where he writes jokes, and for like 2 hours a day, he either sits there and writes jokes or he does nothing. And this method is so effective. It's made him $1 billion pretty much because he's written so many jokes, right? And like we're so focused on all these like productivity hacks, all of these things, but also if you could just sit there, then you get to process your emotions as well, and that's so healthy. Like so much of our time is from being productive at work or school, and then it's like social media, TikTok. It's all like dopamine or productivity. But what about just processing the things that are happening in your life? What about like sitting there enjoying your time, being present? These things are so important and will actually make you more productive. Like today, I was scripting out this video, and I did that like Seinfeld method. And I think that's what's really effective is doing that method and then timing how much time you have that's you're just not doing anything or you're working on the thing that you're supposed to. So it's like having a timer next to you, because when you look at your phone, that's not really sitting around doing nothing and it's not working. But if you're able to like just sit there and either work or do nothing, then you get to process your emotions. And as I've been scripting this video, I've just been sitting here with my thoughts, and it's been kind of nice. I've just been like thinking about random things and also focusing on scripting the video. But we don't really do this anymore. Like I mentioned, we're always chasing like cheap dopamine, or we're trying to be productive like through school or work or whatever. So all of our time is like taken up. But throughout history, human beings evolved a lot of it through spending some time alone, right? Obviously, we're social creatures, but we also spend some time alone. Like, you would go out and you would hunt and gather. I know I'm going going back to like a very long time ago, but you would like go out and you would hunt and gather or whatever for like millions of years. Like this is what human beings did. So we evolved through like being alone with our thoughts. And I'm not saying to never hang out with your friends. Obviously, go hang out with your friends as well, but spend some amount of time alone, sitting around doing nothing. You don't have to constantly be distracted. And if you're an introvert, chances are you may be, because a lot of introverts watch my videos, then chances are you like spending time alone. But how do you spend that time alone? That's the real question. Some of it should be just sitting there doing nothing, or like writing and doing things that are more mindful, because then you pay attention more. And being present is one of the keys to living a happy life. Like Buddhist monks, right? They have like these really amazing wellness scores. Like they scan their brains, and their ability to like be happy is like off the charts. They sit around doing nothing for so much time. They meditate, right? Obviously, it's not like entirely doing nothing, but you get my point, right? It's not in the purpose of like being productive all of the time. It's just to sit there and like enjoy and be present. And that's so important. And the thing is, it will make you more productive. Like right now, right? I'm sitting here, I'm either like processing my thoughts and like thinking, or I'm writing for this video. And listen, I'm not saying this is easy. There's this Buddhist quote that says, training the mind is like training a wild elephant. So obviously, it will not be easy. But even though it won't be easy, I think it'll be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.